Welcome back. Well, I'm getting ready to head out. I'm at the Reno KOA and I'm going to be leaving here in a few minutes. I've got to dump my tank and fill my fresh water or top it off and head over towards the Adventure Van Expo. We don't actually check in for our campsites until 4, but I'm going to kind of meet up with Noovo. I was going to do or redo my tour. But Maggie's not feeling well today and they're doing prep work. So I'm going to release the original tour that I did, which you'll see that before you see this video. But anyway, and the original tour is good. Sloan did a fantastic job. There's just, like I said, it just doesn't have the beautiful scenery of the Lake Tahoe area. So it's, but it's the factory and it's, kind of how the sausage is made. So I guess you could look at it that way, right? I'm just hanging out here in the van. I am at the location for the expo, but we can't get to our campsite until 4. So I'm kind of in the parking lot that's between, we camp over on that side and then the expo is actually on this side. I guess kind of bright over there. Here, let me turn this way. Anyway, so I'm just kind of watching them set up. It's funny. I have a spot where I store a spare key on the outside of the van, and it actually came in handy today because I think the battery's dying in my usual key fob, the one that I usually use, because I can lock and unlock the doors, but I couldn't get it to start the engine, and so I had to get my spare key. So pro tip, always have a spare key and keep it somewhere where you can get to it, because the idea was in case I got locked out, but it also paid off for a battery that seems to be going dead. So anyway, and I'll put a link to what I use to where I store my key. Well, today's the day that they unveil the Next, so I'm going to meet up with Neil and Britt and maybe some other people, and we're going to go get some coffee. And then I think about, let's see, it's 10 minutes to 9. I don't know if it's 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock I think it's 11 o'clock they're going to unveil it. So, and I have my video going live just after that, so. But it actually looks like it's good. It's a nice day out today. It's nice and clear. It was really cloudy and kind of drizzly yesterday, but of course nice and cool, which I don't complain about that. So
I pulled out a few pictures. Yeah, so I'm not going to do it until Isaac's around. Yeah, I see him walking around.
He's right here.
Yeah.
You guys sleep good?
Yeah, always good.
I passed out. I passed out in front of the TV. And Isaac was like,
Good morning. I think we all know why you are here, for the release of the light up behind you. We are very, very happy and very proud. It's been a more than a year process designing all the van, thinking about how we're going to reveal it. You know that at Noovo we have a mission that we want to give you the adventure without limit, and we want the comfort without any compromises. That's our little French touch. That's very important for us, that you can travel having all the comfort that you're used to have at home, but in our vans. We've been doing that for 5 years now. We are very proud and a bit impressed to see all of your faces here. So thank you very much for being so supportive. Keep sharing the Noovo love around the world. Keep sharing and traveling with our ambassadors, our customers. Thank you very much for all the team that has been working so much on this reveal. And we are now and so you know it's just the beginning. It's not the last vehicle we're gonna release. New surprise will come. We try to be here on top of the innovation, on top of the industry, and we've been doing an amazing job so far. Thanks to all of you, of course my business partners, and now I think it's the moment we're all waiting for. Lucy and Amy are our very, very first customers, and it's not a little sign that they are the one pulling these chicks. So please, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Noovo Next.
Okay, now open the door.
You ready? And welcome to Noovo.
Okay, I'm gonna set up.
The bed is amazing. Guys, the bed.
Had a lot of fun at the Adventure Van Expo near Lake Tahoe. Met some new people, so that was really cool. It was really neat seeing the Next revealed as well. Walked around a little bit. I didn't check out as many vendors as I did when I went to the Evergreen Expo last year. I think part of it is I don't really feel like I need much for the van. So last year I think I was more, there were a lot more shiny objects, I guess, if that makes sense. After I left there, I stayed at a Harvest Host in Carson City, and then picked up Highway or US 50, which is America's loneliest highway. I ended up staying, I stopped in Middlegate Station, which is an old Pony Express station. It's supposed to be known for their burgers and the Monster Burger, which I guess is like a really big burger. I just had a normal burger. But I was originally thinking of staying there, and then I decided to just keep going. And then there's a town called Austin, and they had a little RV park, and I was going to stop there, but it was really hard to tell because you can reserve sites. They don't have a website though, and I called the phone number and nobody answered. So, and it was hard to tell because like some of them had cones, but they weren't cones like in the middle of the site, which is usually what they'll do. They'll put it in the middle, and you know, okay, that site's taken. But But anyway, so I just decided to keep going. So I found this site, and it's Hickson Petroglyphs Recreation Area. Petroglyphs, right? I have said it multiple times. Anyway, And it actually has primitive campsites, and they have picnic tables, grills, fire pits, but no electric and water. And the battery has been doing great. So when I left Lake Tahoe, I was at 67%, and that was 2 days. So that was pretty good, because I would have been down. I think I would have been down into the lower 40s at that point normally. And now, of course, I haven't tested it yet with the AC because the weather's been really good. When I got to, let me say, when I stopped at Middlegate, obviously, I think I was at 99%. I know I was at 97% when I got to this campsite. I've been here 2 days. So I was here all day yesterday. All day yesterday, it was at 85%. So it was 85. It actually went up to 86% because of the solar, but it never went down until the sun went down. And now I'm at 71%, and it's been holding all morning. I checked it when I first got up, which was about a couple hours ago. So it hasn't gone down. So it's really, I'm really happy about the battery. Let's put it that way. But yeah, it's been a really scenic drive along this highway. I'm heading to, now I am going to stay at a campground tonight because I do want to dump and fill. Well, specifically fill my tank. I don't, I'll dump it anyway just because I'll have the opportunity. But I'm actually, I started thinking I really want to go, I'm going to work my way down. I'm going to stop at Dark Sky for 2 nights. And then I'm going to go to Monument Valley. And I decided to do 3 nights at Monument Valley. So that'll be really interesting. And now it could possibly be a little bit warmer there. So we'll see if I have to run my AC there. Of course, Dark Sky has plugins. So anyway, that's going to be a lot of fun. And I've been wanting to go back to Monument Valley anyway. So that's going to be really nice. Right now, I'm going to make some coffee, and I've got a couple things to do before I leave. But yeah, first things first is coffee, because I am like, of course, this will all be edited, but I've had to do multiple takes because without coffee, my brain just doesn't work. When I stopped here, I didn't have any reservations anywhere yet, so it made it easier to just kind of make last minute decisions. So part of that was staying here for 2 nights because when I got here, my original intent was just 1 night. And then my back has been bothering me. It happens every now and then where, I don't know if it's the sciatic, is that how you say it? Sciatic nerve? I don't know. It'll just flare up. It started right before I got to Lake Tahoe. And of course, standing for 2 days, just really kind of aggravated it. So I didn't sleep very well when I was at the Harvest Host because of it. And that day I was really tired. And when I found this site, I was like, well, this is a really good spot that I can, if I choose to stay longer than 1 night, I'm not tied to a check-in, check-out situation. So I made the last minute decision to stay here an extra night. And, I enjoy being able to do that. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's nice having that flexibility or that freedom to do that. Of course, now, because I knew I wanted to stay at Dark Sky and also stay at Monument Valley, those 2 I had to reserve, and you have, because it is a reservation and it's not always easy to get in, it's a little more, you're tied in a little bit more, but it's worth it because I love Dark Sky. So, it's nice to have the opportunity to go back there again, which I, wasn't really expecting to be able to go back there again this year, but Monument Valley is going to be great because doing 3 nights, I'm taking advantage again of having that extra battery. A little more freedom there. So, and of course, we'll see how the weather is. If it's a little warm and I have to run the AC, that'll be a good test too, because the weather here has been great, like all day yesterday, and I'm not really even in the shade. I just have the ceiling fan on, windows open. I actually opened the back doors, and the the breeze just kind of kept the air circulating, and it was probably in the 70s. The only time it really got warm was late afternoon because that's west, and so again, you know, when the sun hits this side, that gets warm. This is what I like, is being able to sit here, look out the door. Some really nice scenery. It's actually not windy today. Yesterday was breezy, but it's been clear blue skies. You can see. There we go. You can see it's really, really nice out there. Kind of hate to leave in a way. But dark sky is going to be nice, and definitely Monument Valley. The place I'm staying at tonight is it's just a regular little campground. Like I said, I just need to fill my water tank, so, and then I might as well take advantage of, you know, dumping my tank, so. So I just got set up here at my favorite campground, dark sky. Actually, pretty nice site. Let me show you. So that's my patio this time. This is site F. I think I was in site G before, but still, nice patio. Looks like it, I don't know if you could really tell, but kind of looks like it might rain. I don't know. But it's kind of windy out today. Already secured a loaf of sourdough and a loaf of banana bread. And actually got another loaf I put in my fridge in the back. Actually, after I finished setting up, I looked down the way and I noticed there's a Noovo Plus. And I think they actually just picked it up. Let me switch it back around. So yeah, it's a little windy out there, and it's actually kind of warm. I'm holding my camera, so I didn't set it up on the tripod. But yeah, it's kind of warm out today. Let me see. Can you see out the window? Yeah, I just love it here. So I'll be here tonight and tomorrow night, and then I head to Monument Valley. But then it was about just under, well, when you consider stops, it was over 4 hours, but technically it was like under 4 hours to get here. And then I think Monument Valley, I want to say, is about 4 hours from here, but then you got to factor in stops. So, but yeah, I'm all set up. Just going to relax here, enjoy this campground. And actually tonight they're going to have a social with dinner. I think, what did he say? Roast chicken, some other things, free beer, free wine. You know, everything's free. So I think that starts at 7, which actually I need to reset my clock because it's still on Pacific time and I'm on Mountain time now. But so yeah, I'll probably go down to that. So I just love this place. And it was pretty cool. Like I said, I finished setting up and I just happened to look over and there was a Noovo that had just pulled in. It's a Noovo Plus, and I briefly said hello because they were getting set up, but they just picked it up because I don't even have a license plate on it yet. So I haven't really talked to them yet, so I don't know where they're heading or where they're from or anything like that. But pretty cool. So just hanging out here at Dark Sky, enjoying the campsite. There's actually some rain rolling in again. It was really dark over there. I went out for a walk and it was sunny, but like pitch black that way, which I think is east. Yeah, because the sun came up over there. Um, and I was thinking it was just going to move. I don't know. Looking at radar, I didn't think it was going to come this way, but I think it is working its way this way because now it's kind of overcast and the wind's picked up. It was breezy, but now it's gotten windy. And I can kind of hear thunder rumbling in the background. Last night, I was going to go to the social that they had, which I guess they have those every Thursday night, so I got lucky that I got here on Thursday. But then the rain came in, and it was pretty intense. There was intense thunder and lightning. And of course, I think it started about 6:30 or so, and the social was at 7. So by 7 o'clock, it was pretty intense, and the little group area is way over that way. So wasn't going to walk. I mean, if it was just like rain, I would have just grabbed an umbrella and gone over there. But it was the lightning, and there was a few bolts of lightning that were pretty close. So didn't want to take any chances. But so that's too bad that I didn't get to go to that. But other than that, it's been really nice. You know, I just enjoy it here. It's very peaceful. The Noovo people, I didn't see them this morning. I guess they must have headed out early. I'll show you outside. So you can kind of see. Let me open the curtain here. But yeah, that's where the rain is. And it was obviously when the sun was out, it was much darker. But if you look at the sky, is there? I don't know. When we see clouds like that at home, it's usually not a good thing. So I don't know what that means here, but hopefully it doesn't mean what it means at home. But yeah, you can see. And there's my little sitting area. I went and had coffee there this morning. I don't know if you could see. I think all those sites are empty now. Well, I think there's one camper over there. Several people left this morning. All these sites were actually full last night. I think there's just this one here and then the travel trailer. Sorry, I keep moving it around. I don't think you could see it, but there's a travel trailer over there. So I've got my windows open, as you can see. It's pretty windy. That's why I have the little, what do they call that? Anyway, little thing for the wind so it doesn't make noise. Hopefully the audio is okay because the breeze feels really good. It's nice and cool now. The temperature definitely dropped. And actually, he just came by. I had a package sent here, and he just brought it. And he was telling me they have, they did it, I think he said last Friday. I don't know if they do it every Friday, but they have astronomers come out, and then they have like a dinner. Now that one you do have to pay for. The social that they had last night was free, but this one I think you have to pay for. I'm not sure how much, but I was like, oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. You know, I'm going to try to go, but it just depends because if it's raining, they may cancel it, obviously, because you can't see the stars. But so I'm hoping this, whatever this rain is, clears out, and you know, I'll be able to go to that because I'd like to enjoy some of the things they offer here before I leave. I'm a little, you know, like I said, I'm bummed I didn't get to go last night. I mean, I guess I could. He said it was packed, but, and I think I saw the Noovo drive by, so I think they may have gone, and probably drove over there, which I could have. It's just I have my Starlink out and I've kind of got it wired out. I guess I could have just unhooked it, but I don't know. Yeah, it would have been fun. Thought I'd film a little bit more of these wild looking clouds. I don't hear any rumbling right now. It's definitely rain over there in the distance. Still quite a few big rigs over there, but only 3 of us on this side. Oh, there's thunder. Don't know if you can hear it. I like this site. My little cabana. I'm not sure, but I think it might rain one of the days I'm there in Monument Valley. But I think the rest of the time it should be pretty good. But yeah, you can see it's pretty windy. I got to Monument Valley yesterday here at the View Campground. I didn't record yesterday other than just a little bit of the drive because it's very scenic. But because I spent the day yesterday after I left Dark Sky, I stopped at a little coffee place that's just right down the road from there. And there was a little bit of a wait, so waited for coffee. Then drove about an hour, a little over an hour to Page, where I did laundry, went to the grocery store, dropped off my FedEx. And then by the time I got here, it was almost 5 o'clock. So, by the time I got done with laundry and everything. So anyway, but I'll be here for a couple of days. It's absolutely gorgeous. I just love it here. There's something about it that's so peaceful. Right now, of course, I need to make coffee. But that's my priority, is coffee. It's really what gets me going in the morning. I have to say, this is the first day. I think I'm starting to feel better. I get a reoccurring back pain, like back here. And it started right as I was leaving Vegas to go to Lake Tahoe. And I think standing all day, because I was pretty much there all day, at the Noovo booth or Noovo area. And on Sunday, it was really, really hurting me. And so it still hurts a little bit, but it's not anywhere near where it was. Like I'm during the day, like yesterday, I kind of like even forgot about it. And then last night, usually when I get up in the morning, it's really stiff, and I didn't feel that way this morning. So that's good. And I've been dealing with, I deal with nausea off and on, and I kind of go through like these weird phases. And this time it kind of started at the end of my trip up to Michigan, like as I was coming back, and it lasted pretty much. It's been going on. I don't know. Today's the first day I don't really feel. I feel good, so fingers crossed we're like coming out of that cycle. I really don't know what it is. I have some theories, but one of the I don't know. It's I think it's a combination of things, to be honest, but it's I don't know. Maybe this is a healing place. I don't know. So I thought I'd sit this way. I don't know if you can see, but I've got like the whole view. It's hard for me to tell in this camera, which you can see back there, but I'm actually facing Monument Valley. Let me do this. And you can see this is what's right out my front window. So that's the view out the slider. Let me just open this here. See, those are the tables. Not a whole lot of people here. And then, yeah, I'm facing that way. It looks like it is raining over there. Let me show you. I'm not sure if I've heard thunder rumbling. I've heard something, but I don't really know. It's way off in the distance. Let's see, I'm doing a time-lapse video there.